Hi, my name is Anitria, and today I'm going to show you how to make a gift box cake and a fondant bow that goes on top with the ribbons, that little design that hangs from the ribbon. Okay, I've already crumb coated my cake and I chilled it so that the fondant can adhere a little better to it. So I'm going to use white fondant today to cover this cake. Here's my fondant, and I'm going to knead it a little bit before I actually lay it on the cake. Okay. Now Wilton has a mat, and the mat has a scale. It tells you how much fondant to use according to the size cake that you have. But I no longer like to use the Wilton mat because I like to use a lot of fondant just in case I make a mistake. You know, it gives me a little more room for error. Now the fondant is a little sticky because of the temperature. It's very humid here in Philadelphia, so I have my cornstarch and confectioner sugar inside of my pouch. So I'll just dab it a little bit and continue to roll it out. Now if you have a sheeter, a fondant sheeter, that's so much better, which I work with one during the day, but here at home I don't have that luxury yet. I don't know if you can see, I'm just rolling this out, trying to get it thin. Now on the end, this is a Wilton tool as well. On the end, they normally have the measurements, the purple or the pink ones. I took them off because I like my fondant to be really thin. It's kind of thin to where I can almost see the print under the mat. My table shakes a little bit, so just bear with me. I'm just thinning it out here. And this mat I like to use because I can take the whole mat, pick it up, and lay it directly on instead of trying to pick the fondant up with my hands, especially with this temperature, because the fondant has a tendency to rip or tear on you. Now with the sheeter, you just knead the fondant, you lay it on your mat, and you throw it through the sheeter, and it comes out even, and you just take it and lay it on your cake, and it's really fast. But I'm doing it the old-fashioned way today. Okay, so this should be, well, this is enough fondant. I've been working with it for a few years now, so, you know, I can kind of eyeball it. I'm going to cut some of this off. You can use whatever tool you choose to use. I'm going to use a pizza cutter, a regular pizza cutter, nothing fancy. It doesn't have to be name brand. Here's the pizza cutter. Just take it around a little bit, cut some off that I know I won't use. And sometimes I use a spatula, but the ones that are thinned out, I'm sorry, I can't think of the name right now, just to cut some of that excess off. Alright, and I'm going to put my unused fondant back in the bag so it won't get hard. Now, I like to use a sponge. I know other people may like to use a fondant smoother, but I like this sponge, and I dab it with the confectioner sugar and the cornstarch in this pouch. Okay. So all I do here, like I said before, instead of lifting it up with my hands, I'm going to lift it up, lift the mat up like that. And I'm going to bring it over. The good thing about fondant is that it's very pliable, so it stretches a lot. And a lot of stuff sticks to it as well, so have to peel that off. My paper towels. Alright, I'm going to lift this up because I have a lot on this side. You see how the rip is coming? But that's okay because we're going to cut that off. And then again, I take my sponge and I do like this, while others may take their fondant smoother and do the same thing that I'm doing. So sometimes you could get a rip like this, which is fine because we're going to decorate it with some dots. You zoom in, you see that? And you can kind of close it up. Okay, I'm pulling this out so it won't wrinkle down the bottom. And I'm pulling. Alright. Then the same here. We're going to have the ribbon here and some dots. So we're fine with that. Take the pizza cutter. I'm going to go closer in a little bit, but right now I just want to get off the excess. Now, let me show you this. This is buttercream that came from the cake. You don't want to ball this back up and put it in with your regular fondant because, you know, you have butter in here and perhaps some dairy products, milk, or some type of cream. So this you don't want to use again. I could take this off. This has the same. Alright, just trying to get a clean cut. We're going to go along the bottom with some icing later just to give it a nice little border. So I'm not too concerned with that. Alright, so let's see here. We could take this in a little bit more and then take that off. Alright. So we have our cake covered. And I'm going to take a clean paper towel and wipe off the buttercream that came from underneath. And that's another good reason why I like to chill the cake first, because if it's warm, if the temperature is warm, the icing starts to get soft and starts to melt and seep out. So if it's a little chill or cold, then it'll hold better while you're decorating.